Hey man, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but everything that you learned about mixing has been a lie. It's all lies. It's all lies, man. What's up, YouTube? This your boy Wavy Wayne, and that's right. Everything that you've learned about mixing up until this point has been a complete lie. Just forget about it, man. Anything that I ever told you, throw that out. This is the way that you're supposed to mix vocals. That's right, man. The title of this video is all about how I mix professional vocals without using any EQ. So, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna hold y'all up because I'm sure y'all just thinking that I'm clickbaiting y'all. Y'all thinking that I'm fronting, I'm capping. But I promise you I ain't, man. I've been mixing lately and I ain't been using no EQs, and I'm really excited about the records that I've been finishing without using EQ, man. So I just want to share this love with y'all, and you know what I'm saying? Also just keep your mind to wondering, man, and keep new ideas sparking on your head, because there's never one way to achieve a job. There's so many different ways to do what we do in the studio, and here's a new way that I've been enjoying a lot and getting some really great results on my mixes. So let's go ahead and check out how I mix a vocal without using any EQ. All right. So here we are in the session, man. Shout out to Wishmaster and my beautiful wife, Lydia Caesar, for letting me use this joint today. But let's just go ahead and listen to it. This hook is called Winner. It's actually available on their website too. I'll leave it in the description below. What they do is make a bunch of hooks on some fly beats so that y'all can have a song that's pretty much ready to go, man. So if you take that hook with a beat that's already packaged up, and then you use a Wavy Wayne template on top of that, man, you probably can have a hit song in about 30 minutes. On baby. All right, so let's check out what we have here. In my session, pretty much what I have so far is just a simple 2-track beat. I'm using one of my Wavy Wayne templates, of course, but I'm just starting off with a simple 2-track beat from Wishmaster, and then I got my single vocal track. There was some more vocals that went in with this, but I just hid those for now so we can focus on just this lead and how I can process that without using any EQ. I promise y'all, it's gonna be real good. All right. If you ain't already subscribed, though, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. I'm about to give y'all some gems, man. And I'm always doing this, so hit the subscribe button. Playa. All right, so here we go. Without using any EQ. Well, first, here's the dry vocal. Let's just hear that so y'all can get an idea of where we starting at.
Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go. From the corner store to sold out shows. Hood famous. They know what my name is. The whole hood got my back, we gon' make it. Hood famous. The whole hood got my back.
Okay, so we can hear that the recording is pretty good. Lydia's a great recording artist. She's been doing this for years, so she knows how to get a good sound while she's recording. So you know, we're not far away at all. But even if your recording isn't as good as this, these techniques that I'm about to show you will definitely work. All right, especially when it comes to dealing with a lot of room noise and stuff. I found that people, if you record like in a really crappy environment where it's really reverberant in the room and stuff like that, kind of using too much EQ and compression will bring out a lot of those problems in your room. So the techniques that I've been using recently, especially as I'm mixing a lot of y'all mixes that y'all doing at home, I've been running into a lot of those kind of extra roomy kind of recordings, and using no EQ actually helps that. It's crazy. This new method is crazy. All right, so let's just go ahead and see. The first thing that I'm gonna do, if you check out my processing on this track, I do have some auto tune. That ain't about nothing. All right, Lydia just like to have that auto tune. Let me just actually make some adjustments on that. Cool. So she like to have some auto tune just to, you know, sound current with everything that's happening. But when I process this vocal without using any EQ, I'm just gonna start off by soloing it out. So let's hear a little bit of what we got, what this sounds like first.
Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go. From the corner store to sold out shows. Hood famous.
All right, so what we're hearing here is that we do have a lot of there's some like low end information from Lydia Breathe in there, and then like it's a little bit bright, okay? So the first thing that I'll do in this new vocal chain is actually insert an EQ plugin. I know I told y'all that I'm about to be mixing without using EQ, and I am, but I am going to use this EQ. There's nothing wrong with this EQ stock in Pro Tools, the 7-band EQ, and basically I'm not going to use the EQ, but I am going to use the filters, all right? So it's important to kind of clean up the frequencies first. So what I want to do with this EQ or with the filters on this EQ plugin is I want to just get rid of any unnecessary low-end information and get rid of any unnecessary high-end information. That way we just have, basically we are sculpting the shape of that vocal, right? So basically, like, I'm getting rid of stuff that don't matter for what the primary frequency content of this vocal is going to be. So if we listen to this, and you know what, normally I would use this EQ and that's fine, but I just want to let's just use this Fab Filter Pro Q3 because it does have the analyzer. So you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here and see that I'm not really doing anything drastic, especially if you can't hear it, if you're listening on your phone or something. So let's just play this.
Riding around my city with the top low.
So we see all this
There ain't no place.
All that low end stuff that's happening over here, we don't need that on Lydia's vocal. The fundamental
Riding around my city with the top low.
is happening right
There ain't no place that I.
really at about 180 hertz is starting. So if I go over here and start to filter this off, just listen to how much cleaner it's going to sound by filtering some of those low frequencies.
Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go. From the corner store to sold out shows. Hood famous.
Now, I usually leave my slope at about 12 dB per octave if I can. I'll go a little bit harsher if I need to.
Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place.
Cool, so we cutting off a lot of those unwanted frequencies, and we up there pretty high, man. Where I'm at right here, 219 hertz. But if I take this off, we're not hearing really much difference, right? It's very clean. I'm not feeling like her vocal is thin now.
Riding around my city with the top low.
Okay, maybe it's a little.
There ain't no place that I can't go. From the corner store to sold out shows.
Cool, so we got rid of that low stuff. All right, so now let's just do the same thing on the high end. A lot of times the vocals will be a little bit too bright, especially for you home recording engineers. So we will just attenuate that a little bit.
Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go. From the corner store to sold out shows. Hood famous.
And just like that, without using any EQ, I have a much cleaner vocal. Again, yes, I'm using the EQ plugin, but I'm just using the filters. So let's just go ahead and listen to this before and after.
Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go.
All those P's and stuff are very kind of plosive there. Let's listen now.
Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go.
All right, so we've already cleaned up that vocal a lot. And if you see, we've cleaned up that crud down at the bottom. We tightened up our top end just a little bit. And so now I have a good shape of my vocal. We can go ahead and close that EQ. We done EQing. We done EQing. So the next step in my vocal chain is going to be a de-esser, all right? I like to use this Massey de-esser because it's really simple and it sounds great. So yeah, that's the one I like to use. I'm just going to basically just slide up the reduction. I pretty much, for the most part, unless I need to, I don't really change anything else in this de-esser. Y'all can use whatever de-esser that you want though.
Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go. From the corner store to sold out shows. Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go.
All right, cool. So real simple. That's de-essing, and that's pretty much done. The next step that I'm going to do now is go head over and use a multi-band compressor. Now, there's a few to choose from for sure, and you can choose whichever one you want to. But just for the sake of keeping this tutorial simple and easy for a lot of people that I know y'all have this plugin. It's going to be the C4. And if you use any of my Wavy Wayne templates, you'll see that I use this C4 a lot on vocals, all right? So pretty much here's how I'm going to use the C4, right? I know so many of y'all been asking me, Wavy, do a video on multi-band compression. Well, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. All right, so using the C4. Whew. All right, so the first thing that I'm gonna do here, if you notice, when you inserted, the default settings already has some stuff going on. So I'm gonna reset my threshold just by holding the Option key on my Mac here. If you want a PC, that's probably gonna be the Alt key. I'm just holding Option and clicking on that to reset the threshold so that nothing is being compressed.
Riding around my city with the top low.
Out the box, all right? So, and then what I'm going to do is just focus on the low end first, all right? So I'm going to start off by bringing that threshold of the low end frequency range here all the way down, right? And I pretty much just want to squash those lows, and I'm going to adjust the crossover point until I feel that I'm controlling all the lows, and I'm just going to bring it over to where it starts to sound like my vocals are getting a little thin. Maybe I'm getting off into a little bit much of that low mid range, and then I'll back it off and keep it right there, okay? So I pretty much want to slam and control those lows pretty hard. I'm also going to change the range here to about 4-to-1. Let's start there. And if I need to make this a little bit more drastic, I will, okay? So this is just my starting point.
Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go. From the corner store to sold out show.
All right, so let's, on this low end, let's maybe go back down to 6-to-1.
Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go. From the corner store to sold out shows. Hood famous. They know what my name is. The whole hood got my back, we gon' make it. Hood fame. Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go.
All right, cool. So that's my low end. And I feel like that's pretty good for the lows, especially for Lydia's voice. She doesn't really need a lot of low end stuff in there. So we're pretty much kind of compressing the hell out the low frequencies, all right? So cool. So now let's just go right over to my high band over here. And I'm just going to move this crossover over a little bit so I got a little more room to play with. And we'll do the same thing with the highs. We'll start off by bringing that slider all the way down there for the threshold. And we'll just see how it sounds. We'll adjust our crossover point until I feel like I'm only compressing just those highs.
Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go. From the corner store to sold out shows.
All right, cool. So I think that's a good point. And now I'm just going to adjust my threshold back up until it feels more natural.
Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go.
All right, cool. We're sounding pretty good. The next thing I'm going to want to do is just go ahead now, attack my my high mids and my low mids. So I'm just going to go ahead now with this little mid-range band here. And let's kind of just see where we at here. I'm not going to go ahead and slam it kind of like I did the highs and lows, but I'll just gradually adjust that threshold to I feel like I'm getting the sound that I want until I feel like that low mid section is more controlled.
Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go. From the corner. Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go. From the corner store to sold out show. Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go. Riding around my city with the top low. Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go. Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go. Riding around my city with the top low. Riding around my city with the top low. Riding around my city with the top low. Riding around my city with the top low.
All right, cool. So I think we pretty much have a very even vocal. That's pretty much what I want to do with this multi-band compressor, is that any frequencies that just seem to be kind of jumping out, I just want to control them a little bit more. And from there, now I'm going to send this more leveled out vocal signal over into a compressor. All right, so I'm going to go into another compressor now that I've leveled out this vocal, and I'm going to use a simple compressor like the Smack. All right, you can use something like you know what I'm saying, an LA2A or anything like that. Any compressor really will work, but I just like the ease of use, man. Maybe like a 1176 would even work good for this. But I just like a simple compressor. With this, I switched the Smack over into opto mode that basically sets the attack and release and ratio for me, so I don't have to worry about none of that. And I'm just really want to just catch any final peaks that may peak out of this vocal. Again, I'm setting a really level vocal over into this compressor, so there really shouldn't be too much kind of dynamic stuff that's happening too crazy. So what I'm just going to do is go ahead and really just barely touch this compressor now after that multiband.
Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go. From the corner store to sold out shows. Hood famous. They know what my name is. The whole hood got my back, we gon' make it.
Cool. So it seems like just my peaks are kind of activating that compressor. So now I'm just going to use the output to kind of mix this back into where we're at. Let's take it off solo and see what we sound like.
Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go. From the corner store to sold out shows. Hood famous. They know what my name is. The whole hood got my back, we gon' make it. Hood famous. The whole hood got my back.
Cool. That's sounding a whole lot better. If we remember, let's just go back. When that beat kicked in, without this processing on here, remember when that beat kicked in, she pretty much got drowned in that all that bass and stuff.
They know what my name is. The whole hood got my back, we gon' make it.
Right? So that's before.
They know what my name is. The whole hood got my back, we gon' make it.
A whole lot better, a whole lot cleaner, way more right in front of everything, okay? So next, let's just go ahead and add a little reverb to that. If you're using the Wavy Wayne template, all you got to do is go over here to your synth selector, either in your mix window or your edit window, vice versa, and then just click on the reverb send and turn it up if it ain't already turned up.
They know what my name is. The whole hood got my back, we gon' make it. Hood famous. The whole hood got my back.
Cool. Another thing that I really love to do pretty much on all these vocals nowadays, especially when I'm mixing to a beat that's powerful, or a vocal that really needs to be powerful and forward, is use some parallel compression. So I'll show y'all real quick how I would set up parallel compression to give this vocal even more oomph, if that's a thing. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and apply some parallel compression techniques. So simply, I'm just going to go ahead and send off to a new mono aux input track, and we'll just call this lead comp. That'll be my lead compression for my lead vocal. Now that I've got my mono aux track set up, the next thing that I want to do is just go ahead and set my send level to unity gain. I can do that by holding the option key and clicking on that fader to drop it up to unity. If you're on a PC, of course, that's going to be the alt key, all right? And then the plugin that I'm going to use for this compression is simply just going to be the Maxim limiter that's stock with Pro Tools. This could work in any DAW though, so whatever limiter or compressor that you like, let's just use that one. I'm just gonna bring the ceiling down a little bit so we don't clip on this channel. And then I'm gonna squash it pretty good.
Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go.
All right, cool. So that's pretty much getting it. Let's just go ahead and back that level off some. We're gonna bring it all the way down like this. And then what we're going to do from here is just mix it in, and we'll hear how it helps that vocal to stand out.
Riding around my city with the top low. There ain't no place that I can't go. From the corner store to sold out shows. Hood famous. They know what my name is. The whole hood got my back, we gon' make it. Hood famous. The whole hood got my back.
Let's just compare the difference in this section between using the parallel compression and without it, especially when that music gets louder. It makes all the difference.
Famous. They know what my name is. The whole hood got my back, we gon' make it. Hood famous. The whole hood got my back. Famous. They know what my name is. The whole hood got my back, we gon' make it. Hood famous. The whole hood got my back.
Dope. So using these techniques, I was able to keep my vocal sounding really natural, but still be very present in the mix, man. Super dope stuff. So now that you see that I wasn't capping and you really can't mix without using an EQ, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to the channel because I'll be dropping a whole bunch more gems all the time. Yeah, all the time. Every week it's something new. So just go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you ain't already, all right? Thanks for watching. If you ever need professional mixing services, visit my website, Wavy.wav, where you can also cop one of these custom session templates for Logic, Studio One, and of course, Pro Tools. Don't forget to be dope.